Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be traveling from Belfast, the capital city of Northern Ireland, to Glasgow, the biggest city in Scotland. This time, I will take a ferry from the port of Belfast to one of the Scottish cities. And first, I am taking a bus to the ferry of Belfast. It might not be the best way to go to the ferry terminal from the city center because there were not lots of buses going from city center to this port, and if I missed that bus that I took, there was no way that I was able to catch the ferry. Ferry is basically a domestic travel, so there wasn't a very strict check when it comes to ID as well as the luggage. Well, actually there wasn't any check at all. Perhaps because I didn't have any big suitcases or any big backpack. After checking in, I was asked to proceed to this place, like a lounge, to wait about for 30 to 45 minutes. After the boarding call, we have started walking to enter the ferry, which was a very long journey. It took about 10 minutes, I would say. But it was worth waiting because, see, this is such a huge ferry, huge ship, isn't it? It was about 30 to 40, I think it was 36 pounds from Belfast to Scotland. Since there was no assigned seat, you are basically allowed to sit anywhere except from the non-free area. This is basically free area that I'm walking. Even though I was able to find a seat, there were much better area on upper floor. So if you have any chance to get on board, I highly recommend you go up rather than you just go straight to the empty seat.
Please listen very carefully to the following safety announcement. Your attention is drawn to the passenger emergency instruction notices, which are displayed in the assembly stations and other passenger areas on board. These are short blasts, followed by a single long blast.
Let me just briefly show you around the ferry. So this is the area where people can buy food and enjoy their meal. It was not mandatory to sit on the seat and buy foods from the a canteen, but most of them did, even though I didn't. And of course, you can go outside, like a deck, and I also wanted to feel the air and enjoy the view. The ferry journey was basically very a positive one. It might be a personal opinion, but ferry journey is something that I cannot do quite often compared to railway or buses or perhaps flights, so I feel something extra special. So that might be the reason why I enjoyed the ferry journey very much. The journey took about 2 hours, perhaps 2 hours and a half. It wasn't that long, but it was personally too short to enjoy everything about the facility or entertainment on board. One thing you have to bear in mind is that once you go farther from the shore, there is no signal at all. So you cannot basically send a message to your friends, you can't use WhatsApp, Instagram, whatsoever. You just enjoy that moment that you are actually on the sea. You've got to enjoy the moment that you are actually on the middle of the ocean. In this ferry, there are lots of places where you can take a look at the view. So yeah, I pretty much walked around everywhere. There are not many people outside right now, partially because it was too windy and that makes you feel cold. I did feel cold, but I just wanted to enjoy the view all out of curiosity. So next I will be showing you around what we have inside the ferry. This is the arcade, like car racing thing, as well as, oh, this is another car racing thing, I suppose. We've got shops, of course. This is the one I said before, which was on 3rd or 4th floor, basically upstairs. You can clearly see that it's more luxurious than the place that I was sitting on. I feel like I am in an airport lounge rather than on just a simple ferry. We even have this kind of dark area, which I think is casino. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now I am getting to fancier and fancier places. And interestingly, we've even got PS4, PlayStation, and cinema on the ferry. For free, of course.
And the whole valley if you put them in t-shirts and jeans.
I wish I could get the seats around here and enjoy posture moment. And I came back to the deck again. We are approaching to the Great Britain Island little by little. You can already see the edge of the Great Britain Island. You can see how strong the wind is. One small piece of advice that I can give you right now is that you cannot wear a hat or cap to go to this deck. Showing you the meal, which is, understandable price, about 10 quid. Yeah, so this was the journey with Stena Line, and we have nearly arrived in Scotland. I am now getting off board from the ferry, and later I am taking the bus from this port to Glasgow. The bus journey was as same as the time of the ferry journey, which wasn't very satisfying, but once I arrived in Glasgow, I also had time to hang around the city as well, and I will show you how the Glasgow was in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!